Shalom, it's Selfie Carats. Don't worry about all that. All right, so we're going to be doing Aqua, Pisces, and Aries. February 2020 reading, okay? So, yeah, okay. We got this? Shalom. All right, so what? I don't need anything in the bag right now. But yeah, okay, so we're going to be doing it under ESPM like normal. If you guys have your other placements, please go watch it. Scorpios and Sagittarius is already up, so you guys can go watch that. But yeah, and then you're going to end the video with a crystal meditation for you all. So yeah, I'm not really liking this table thing right now. I'm definitely not, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I'm just not feeling that part. Okay. Okay, so the first week, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Okay, so Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you guys may not be thinking about a relationship as heavily as you have thought, because we had that is in your emotional space. You may not even think a relationship is coming towards you, and that's fine. You don't have to think that a relationship is coming towards you. You have the Lovers in reverse. That is your spiritual, because I think you are learning to reflect an inner relationship that is more intimate and more divine. Okay, because the Lovers also could be friends. Okay, because it's a Gemini energy, which we just saw that on a post with Megan and G-Eazy. So that was interesting, because people can have a very intimate relationship and not be platonic. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands as well as in the physical space. So the Ace of Wands, I think you guys are taking control of your physical and like your physical health. So whether that means actually figuring out the routine that really is going to be something that's for you, and finding the thing that is going to be good for your meditative state. Okay, your meditative state, because we even have the Four of Swords, which again, you have to think of something that's going to be physically good for you to be able to clear your mind and execute certain tasks for your body. Okay, because sometimes you can work against yourself. Like when I did boxing, although I enjoyed it, it was actually creating more resistance in my body to release a different type of way. Okay, like yeah, sometimes you can violently release things, but when you violently release things, you do not give yourself the opportunity to spiritually release things, okay, or spiritually take in, because you're fighting against. Okay, so just think about that. Like that was one of my examples for yes, I am a really good boxer. I really love boxing, but I think that is just one of those things where it created a resistance to my spiritual development. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're choosing a physical activity. Okay, ask yourself, what do you need in that Four of Swords state, because physical activity should be personal, but it also could be something that you like to do business-wise. Okay, so we have we have the Hangman in reverse in your emotional space, and then we have the Five of Wands in your spiritual, and then we have the Justice in reverse in your physical. Okay, then we have the Five of Pentacles in your mental space. Okay, so I think this is kind of pretty much going to say where you thought you had lost opportunity, you did not. Okay, where you thought that you were going to get something, you actually are, and that's just kind of like just getting out of your own mind. You don't need to go into anything blind. You can go in something with something full awareness, and go into it with full knowledge that you know who you are and you know who is watching you. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, and that just could be in also as well strategically gathering, because we have the 12 right here, and then we have the is that 9? No, we have the 11. So we have 12 and 11. Okay, so this could be a year-long project that you have to continue to maintain, which is going to be really good for your spiritual development as well, because the Five of Wands is something you don't want to fight against, but you want to fight towards. Okay, so fight for the cause. Okay, and then we have the Justice in reverse. So again, physically, when we're talking about in the second week, you may be just getting a hang of the activity that you need to be continuing to do. Okay, and then the Five of Pentacles in your mental spaces, do not look at what you have to give out or what you have to invest in as a loss. Okay, especially because it's going to take a while to receive the accolades that you deserve, or accolades that you need. Okay. All right, and then we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is going to be that conversation that you have with yourself in the third week that is going to be a result of what you did in the second and first week. Okay. Oh yeah, I like this. Okay, so the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you see this is in reverse, and this is in your emotional space. It's coming out of the need to be over and unnecessarily toxic. Okay, so it's like you almost coming out of your toxicity and learning the long journey that has brought toxicity towards you. Okay, and maybe not just toxicity, but also emotionally purging. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Chalices, exactly, because in your spiritual space you have to give yourself harmonious or a different type of love, okay? And that means really filling your own cup up and really knowing how to balance that femininity that is going to be for others to view, okay? Yeah, being in love with yourself is good for others to view, the Empress, okay? People need to see you in the physical space being the Empress. And sometimes the Empress is